The thing about being elect is that while you're on your walk here, on your journey, you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel like you're the only one like you. And see, that's part of being elected. That's part of being picked, is because you stand out, that you are peculiar, that you're different. The Most High has a set apart people for himself. He has a peculiar people. They're different. They walk the earth different than other people around them. They have insights into things that other people around them don't. They're receiving things from the unseen realm that other people are not, because they are peculiar. And so for those elect peculiar people, they tend to feel alone in this world because they've been scapegoated and black sheep and outcast because of the way they think, because of the way they speak, because of the way that they carry themselves in this life, the things that they do, their deeds. And for you elect, I want to just let you all know that you're not alone. You've never been alone. You can't be forsaken. That's the thing of being one of the elect, is that once you are elected, you're never alone. You'll never be confounded. You'll never be ashamed. And so though it may seem in this 3D physical realm that you are alone, you're never alone. And while the 3D is all searching outside of themselves for that thing we call Christ, we elect know that he is within. And he sticks nearer than a brother, because he can only be found within. And we who know the truth know that. So while the world is looking outside of itself and scrambling around and ripping and running and chasing and grabbing and stealing and taking, you just lay in your Shabbat and you rest and you endure. See, because for you, regardless of what this world is telling you, it's about you enduring in your love until the end. See, because you will suffer much as an elect being. You will endure much hardship and much tribulation. And during that tribulation, you have to endure unto the end in your loving and in your being kind and in your being patient and in your long suffering and in your forgiving. When the world tells you that it's weak to forgive, that's a weakness. That's a strength. I'm here to reassure you that that is a strength that you have. Is your willingness and your tenderheartedness and your willingness to forgive. To always seek that path of forgiveness with those around you and yourself. See, because we who know the Father know that the Father seeks a relationship with his creation, a oneness with his creation. And he has given them free will to choose to be one with him or not. That's the choice that each one of us has, who we will serve today in this moment. Life or death, by the words that we speak. When we're having a conversation with another person, you have a choice, life or death. You speak life to that person, or do you speak death to them? Because that determines who you serve. It's enduring in that choice to always choose the right path, the righteous way, which is the Most High's ways and not our own. We know to say that prayer of, let your will be done, Father, not my own. And sometimes it's a bitter cup for us to drink. And we say, Father, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, if there be no other way, then let it be so. That's the way of the elect, those who are trotting this path. That's our work. So we are not of this world. So don't expect to fit in. Don't expect to be liked in this world. What did your master tell you? He said, marvel not if the world hate you. Why does it hate you, guys? Why does it hate this truth that we speak? Because it hated he who came before us. He says, marvel not, for it hated me first. So it's not you, brother or sister, that's suffering these things. It's the truth that you carry within you. You see? It's the light that you carry within you that is persecuted, not you. You understand? Those are stripes that we carry proudly because we understand that this is war. We're not waiting for the war to begin. We've been in it. We already bear the scars. We bear the marks of our warfare. And that's why we are enduring. See? We're not enduring to wait till the battle to begin to fight the battle. We've already been in the thick of war since we've come here. We're fighting every day for that decision of who we will serve, with what vibrations we put off, with what we're facing. So I see something that appears to be that wants to cause fear in my life. If I allow myself to allow that to make me fearful, then I've decided who I serve in that moment. But if I resist the deceiver, then the deceiver will flee. You see? Not some guy with a pitchfork, not the devil, with the red guy with a pitchfork in his hand. If I resist him when he comes, then he'll flee away from me. It's the deceiver who's giving the illusion, trying to trick me out of my peace. See, because in I am, there is peace. There is love. There is calm assurance. That's what Yahusha was teaching us all when he said, peace be still, when everybody else thought they were going to die. It's the reassurance that you have when you rest in I am, when you rest in the Father. I am well. You're giving God praise when you do that. But when you say, I am afraid, I am scared, I am weak, I am destroyed, then now you're using the Lord's name in vain. So what do we endure in today, elect beings? We endure in our loving words, actions, deeds. Despite being hammered down by this world that's trying to destroy love, see? So if it's trying to destroy love and love is in you, then it's trying to destroy you. You see? So we become a living sacrifice and we give up ourselves for that thing we call love. See? Because no greater man, there's no greater love than he who's give up himself for his friends. So we who give up our lives and give up our ambition and our material ambitions that we're chasing after, we give that up and we become a living sacrifice for that thing called love. And we say, what do you want to use me for? What do you want to do with me? And then the Most High will reveal to you your true path of what you should have been doing all along, what he created you for. Because he's the potter, not you. You're the clay. And we as elect, we all give our allegiance to that same thing, truth and love. That's what makes us elect. See, we didn't know truth or love. It had to be revealed to us so that we could then tell and bear witness to the truth that it is divine love. And through divine love, we are all saved. Who we say through Christ, the way, the truth, the life. No man can come to the Father except through divine love. That's the only way you can get to Abba Yah. You can't come with hatred in your heart and get to the Father. That's simple, guys. Come on. It's simple. You can't come with malice in your heart and think you can connect to Source. You can't come with deceit in your heart and think that you can connect to Source. You have to come empty. You have to come with a broken, contrite heart, open, willing to submit totally to the will of Abba Yah who created you. And that's why he hates a proud look, because see, a proud look cannot submit. You understand? And you may think, well, this submission and this giving up of yourself, Understand what I'm about to tell you, because it's very simple. A man meets a woman, he desires her to become his wife. He takes her, makes her his wife. Then she submits herself and opens herself up to him. He lays with her and makes them one flesh and no longer two. But it took her to submit her body and give up herself and become one with him and become Mrs. John Smith, and no longer whatever her name was before that. You see, they become one flesh now. So it's the same thing that Abba is doing with us. Through divine love, he is consummating us to himself, making us one with himself through that thing we call divine love. The power of love is what connects us to source. When you submit yourself to divine love, and that's all that it is. See, everyone, you say you have to let Christ into your life. He stands at the door, he's knocking. He stands at your heart and he's knocking there saying, open up to me and let me teach you how to use that thing called the heart, because you've lost your way. You are lost sheep who have all gone astray. You don't know how to lead your heart anymore. That's why the heart has become desperately wicked, because it's like a Mustang that's uncontrollable. It's like a wild beast that you cannot control, full of rageful emotions, full of all kinds of emotions, because it's now irregulated. Well, how do we get it back regulated again? We submit ourselves to our head, who's going to teach us, which is Christ, our master, Yahusha, who taught us how to connect back to the Father. You see? Because we were trying to keep the rudiments, trying to keep outward appearance, guys. Just like people are doing today, trying to keep outward appearance to appear righteous when their heart is full of wickedness and deceits and lust and malice. So he came to teach us how to clear that out so that we could be free of those things and be back connected to the source without fear. So all of these illusions that we as elect have been facing in our life were to keep us from connecting back to divine love and becoming bitter, becoming angry. You understand? That was what it was designed to do, so that you would not endure in your love and you would give up and you would quit and become bitter and salty. Turn to a pillar of salt and lose out on your blessing and your promises that were given unto you. So take hope in those promises today that were promised to you as elect, as the heirs. Silawam Yisrael.